Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Google and Tesla on the daily, weekly time frames using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so Google, we're looking at a 10-minute. This was the earnings after the bell. Boom, we drop right to the 1200 area, we pop, drop again, get below it a couple bucks, but then we get right back above it. So 1200 is going to be a key area for Google if you are long or trying to go long. All right, if it does break through 1200, 1192 or the 50 MA on the daily chart, and then you have a gap window, gap fill, and then pivot low. If it does crack through 1163-ish area, 1164-ish area, then you're looking at 1150 to the 1133 area. That's where I'll be waiting around, maybe. It all depends on the markets, guys. Markets come in, SPY, IWM, Qs, then this could possibly go lower. On the weekly chart time frame, I'm looking at this too. 1148 is the 50 and the 20 MA here on the weekly time frame, more support. And then with the 5-0 retrace at 1134, and then the 618, I mean, this one's down to 1100, guys. So it's going to be an interesting time, guys. 19 weeks straight up, double top. You got to take a shot at this. We did, came back in, covered our position. We went long, guys. It was great. So as this thing's coming down, we cover our position, coming down, coming down, coming down, hits the 1200 area, boom, we get the $10 pop, we get out, comes right back in, chops around 1200, guys. That's the area to watch. This one's dragging down the SPY a little bit, the Qs a little bit. IWM and the DIAs are a little bit holding up. Let's see, the IWM, that's still holding up. Qs are down, and then let's see where the SPY is. Yeah, SPY's down 36 cents, so a little bit down. So that's something to keep an eye on, guys. SPY and all those stay green. That could possibly help this one bounce a little bit further. I'll be looking for a bounce area with my members tomorrow. Maybe it's 1200 again. Maybe it's a little bit lower. I like the 1190 area too. Not too bad. But again, you got to see how it comes in. See how this one, boom, then start just kept going and going and going. And the first hit, you got to take a stab at that 1200. We did. 10 bucks in and out. Well, took about 20-30 minutes, but boom, got it back up and came down. And that's what we were looking for, about a $10 bounce, and that's exactly what we got. All right, guys, so Google, 50-50 shot. There it is. Could have easily went up and ripped heads off. This time the Bears win. Boom, holding this level. Let's see what we get tomorrow. And then Tesla, guys. We've been talking about this one. The, was it 230-ish area, 232, even the 230. Area right here at 231.20. That was the low from the other day. I got after hours action in here, so let me take that off. There we go. So we have the lows here at 231.20. So as long as we're not taking out that, and my big thing was as long as we get above that 240 area, we're not out of the woods yet, but it does help the matter. We're back above the 50 and the 20 MA, and this is more short term, guys. We had some calls. They were up 50% today. I took some profits off the table, guys. I'm not messing around with this one. Tomorrow we could wake up to a disaster and this thing's going straight down. I mean, we're down a little bit after hours because of Google. So when this thing started popping right in here, guys, 750, this is where it held. Then it broke down. So where this is consolidation, you're going to have some resistance coming up. And you have the 750 from the top of the high on Friday to the low of Friday. That was a short-term retrace. Then you open up the 60-minute time frame. You want to get back above the 20. That's first step, guys. But up, sideways, still down, going sideways, lower channel, below the MAs. As a bull, we got to get above this, guys. I still have a little bit of some calls out there, guys. One expires this week, and then I went out until the 17th as well, just to buy a little more time, just in case this one gets a nice rally. Well, we pulled some nice profits today. Even if this thing goes down a little bit, we're way ahead of the game. All right, you take 20 contracts of a position, pull off 15, hold 5, let 5 run. All right, comes back, break even, maybe add again and do it again. As long as it holds this area, we should be fine. But 60-minute time frame, guys, you want to get above, I want to say 242-ish. I wish we would have closed up here today, 244, 245. I would like that. We still have a gap to fill up here too, around 247, 250. Big area to me is 250, then wherever the 50 MA is on the 60-minute time frame. Then the daily comes into play, guys. 268 right here with the gap window and gap fill around 275. I mean, we're not even close to where we need to be. Bulls, we got to keep going. Big area, first step this week. We want to close above we got to get above 250. We got to reverse this thing up and get this thing going. Get a close above there. Next big area would this be this low here at 254.77. You get above there, which was once support, now it's resistance, but you start clawing your way up. We're still a little bit stretched from the 20, so we have that in play as well. But let's see what we get tomorrow. Google's down, so that could really shake things up tomorrow. Maybe you still have Apple, so it could be a quiet kind of eerie market waiting on Apple. Apple misses. We're gonna have some fun on Wednesday. Let's put it that way. So, but Tesla guys, holding this area. Go to the weekly. Remember that big trend line? We had that big trend line. Gosh, I must have taken it out. I don't know what's not in here. But the trend line was from this guy to here. And I'll show you guys what I do, all right? That was one of the reasons why we took that trade. I got 50%, guys. I'm taking it. I don't care. You know, you take a decent sized position, boom, in and out. That's how it should be done. Right here, you have the 750. But then if you stretch it down, though, which I even liked even more, you put it down to the next level where it pivot, 618's right there. So you got more reasons, all right? Then you had this little pivot right here where it, boom, retrace, came back in, then took off. So right there is going to be some more support and resistance. All right, if it went below, just like if it goes below, comes back up, this is all going to be resistance now. All right, this is the level. If this cracks, guys, you better watch out. Tesla bulls, if this does not hold, you're going to be in trouble. All right, if it stays in this lower range and just chops, it's going to take a little bit of time, but you could be in trouble. All right, this thing's got to go weekly chart. I mean, gosh, high, yeah, 270. If this thing can reverse to 270 and close, holy cow, and get above the 200, then you'd probably go to 300, maybe higher. But then you're running right back in the same resistance again. And this thing's this has been epic. Down, retrace, down, retrace, down, retrace, down. Do we get a retrace and then another wave down? Again, this will be your big area. We get above 250, you know, that will help. But you come right back down here, 230 is the one. And then I think you had a gap fill. You had something in here. Well, I think it was around 3 or 238.40, so we're right below it. But I think on a daily, let's see. Go into a little bit more, because now we're holding, so let's see. You know, and even these pivots, guys, this is why you want to get back above 243. This pivot here, 244.18. This pivot here, 247. So really it is 250. Do we have any more? We have a little pivot here around 225-ish area. A window here around 211. Yeah, you start hitting down there. And this is the other thing. If this area cracks, I think we're going to 200 really quick. And then that 180 area. And if it's really on, the markets are selling, SPY. I don't want to be doom and gloom, guys. I'm just being realistic. I think we can fill this gap down here. And then that's where I'll be a buyer again. Maybe at 180, we'll see for a quick boom, boom, in and out. I'm hoping we get a little bit more here, guys. But Apple misses, I think it's going to put a drag on everything. So just be careful with this one. If it starts to run tomorrow, maybe pull a little bit more off and maybe hold 1 or 2 contracts and let them run. You know, let's try to get some runners in these. This was a great area for a bounce. We are getting it, but it all depends on the market. Apple has good earnings. That could possibly help this one too. It's going to be interesting. With Google missing, guys, Google's down 95 right now. So, all right, that's going to be it. You know the areas. Watch the videos. I posted the Tesla on the weekend update. Everything that we're talking about, playing out. So, and this one of the best trading stocks ever, guys. All right, don't forget to like the video down here. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want, go to StockBookie.com and sign up, guys. $30 a month. All right, and you get stuff like this. I'll tell you guys where to buy, where to short, and we're picking on a lot of high flyers, guys. We've been doing a lot of intraday stuff, shorting puts. We love shorting puts, guys. We did it 4 times last week for at least 50% every time. All right, and the last one we did, it went 100%. All right, I usually get my 50% guys done out the door. All right, now we're in some puts in the market. We'll see if they play out. They're pretty much at break even right now. We're playing the earnings a little bit. You know, it's 50-50 shot, so we're going lighter on the position size. We're taking some profits from Google, Amazon last week, the short puts, stuff like that, and we just keep trading, guys. We're going lighter because of earnings season, and then we'll take it from there. Apple, we'll look at that one tomorrow, and we'll see. That one's oh man, I don't. You know what? Let's open it up right now. Heck with it. Apple, we're right here, guys. We're right in the gap fill on the weekly chart. All right, 151 down with Google. 50-50 shot with earnings. If it pops, you're looking probably at 225 to 235 double top. If it drops, man, this is a weekly Fibonacci. Yeah, 176. I mean, usually Apple doesn't move that much, but man, look at these moves in this thing. Right to the 200, right back up, fills the gap, right in between 750, 618, the big fibs. You can't write a better script, guys. Fills the gap, doesn't make it here. A lot of the bears are just like, all right, come on, a little bit more. Can't do it yet. You get in early, and next thing you know, it's at 220. So maybe take a small position, this one short, possibly. And if it pops, we'll have room to add. We do that. You get your average around the 220, 225-ish area. You know, if you're going to do, 200 shares of Apple, great. Do 50 now. If it drops $10, take your money and run. If you can only do 50 shares, then great. Take 10. I look at it as position size. If you're doing $10,000 worth, it drops 10%, you make $1,000. Whatever, how many shares you could buy with 10 grand. If that's your biggest position, then go in with 5 grand, half. If it pops on you and goes up, you can at least have one more shot to add more. And still keep it small though. If 10 grand's too much, then go 5. Go 2,500, 2,500. Even if you get a 10% pullback, it's still 5%. Or $500, I should say. All right, so, yeah, that's going to be it for that. Yeah, just keep position size small. That's what I'm teaching people right now. Everyone used to just go all in. It's got to go down. Load it up. But position stance, not bad. Above the MAs. Even though the 20's below the 50, that's a little bit weaker, but still above them. Still suspect this. I keep my eye on that one. So, but gap fill right here. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, it's 50-50, guys. Look at that. And then they stall it out. Right at gap fill, guys. Oh, man, I think we missed this one by a penny. And then you have another gap fill here. Yeah, so right here, we'll go a little bit more. Yeah, 225. Right there, that gap fill. Actually, 226.97. 227, there's a gap fill right there. And then double top. 233. So let's see if we could pop it, or maybe they drop it like Google. Yes, you still have some big gaps to fill down here too. And so far, not bad. Starting to get the uptrend back in. But man, it's just straight up. This thing needs a break. And then we find good areas of support, guys. We'll be shorting puts, and we'll be buying shares long. I hope it comes down. If it goes up, then we'll have to get interested up in here, guys. No position on Apple right now. So pops up, we'll do it. We had some, though. We had some winners, had some losers on Apple. It's Apple, guys. You hit pretty good areas like this. You hit the gap window, gap fill, and you get nothing. No pullback. Zero. So this one you just kind of stay away from. Pick on some other ones. So we'll watch this one tomorrow, guys. We'll see what happens. And that's it for these three. Good luck with earnings. Google got pounded a little bit after hours. We'll see if Apple goes. And then Tesla too. They had earnings last week, but it's trying to hold on for dear life. Markets go down. It could get ugly on everything, guys. So just be alert. All right, guys. Thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.